Where once the symbol of Robyn's ideal holy family unity, the brown brick house in Flagstaff now stood under a veil of dark shadows thrown by the late sun. Quiet enveloped the house. Weeds overran the porch, and the blinds inside were drawn tightly down. A faded foreclosure notice hung slack against the wooden door. The ideal dream turned into a bitter reminder of what had fallen through. Inside, the house was a mess. The living room was littered with half-old boxes of baubles, covered in dust, and abandoned memory. Hope-filled letters, worn-out trinkets, and unmatched socks were exposed in open drawers. Robyn stumbled around in circles, mascara under red, tear-stained, and puffy cheeks. The once assertive matriarch now appeared to have lost all sense of herself. Kody remained frozen in the middle of the room, holding the final eviction notice like a warrant for death. His golden blonde hair now contained streaks of silver and strains of tension. He looked utterly beaten down, as if he'd grown 10 years older in 1 year. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Reality Recap. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. They can't do this to us, Robyn screamed, her voice trembling. Kody, we have kids. We're not thieves. This is our home. Kody turned to her slowly, his face completely expressionless. We thought it was home, he said. Now the bank does. Everything does. Robyn's tears welled up. You told me we were okay. You told me the money from TLC was still going to come. I thought so, he growled. But after Christine departed, the ratings fell apart. Janelle refused to continue filming. Meri quit. The fans despise us now, Robyn. Her jaw dropped. You blame me for this? Yes, said him with a cold calm. The money came pouring in like it was money that grew on trees, and you spent it like it was. You wanted the house, the nannies, the lifestyle. It was more than we could possibly handle, and I couldn't cut it off because I was too insecure to get your permission. 6 months ago, Kody stood on Janelle's porch, shoulders slouched, eyes brimming with remorse. He carried a bouquet of flowers, awkwardly held in one hand. Janelle stood slowly, arms folded tightly across her chest, muttering under his breath, I need help. Kody did not move. She did not move. I thought you'd want to know. The house in Flagstaff, 3 months. We did everything we could. Robyn kept it from me. I didn't even know, not until I got the foreclosure notice. You need my help? Janelle asked, tone level but menacing. After you let Robyn shove my kids out of your life? After you shut out Garrison until he was dead? She slammed the door closed in his face. Maybe you should have thought about that before making Robyn your entire universe. Back to the present. The air in the house reeked with the smell of old perfume and cardboard. Robyn collapsed onto the sofa, wildly scrolling through her phone, searching for magic fixes, emergency housing, bankruptcy lawyers, how to avoid foreclosure with no job. Kody leaned over the kitchen counter, digging through a pile of overdue bills, energy disconnection notices, overdue credit card, overdue property tax. His chest rose and fell with each labored breath. You squandered the family fortune chasing dreams, he breathed. I gave you my heart, Robyn muttered. And I gave you everything, Kody continued, voice cracking. Janelle's gone. Christine's gone. Meri's gone. I've lost my sons. And now we've lost the last roof over our heads. Moving day had arrived. A moving truck rumbled up the gravel driveway. Men in gray overalls pulled furniture down the front porch. Robyn stood frozen in the doorway, arms crossed over her chest, her wedding dress, the Brown family rules plaque enshrined, the dining table where they sat praying for harmony, everything put away like the broken pieces of an abandoned life. Kody gazed at the worn carpet where his leather recliner once sat. He walked slowly back along the empty hall, running his hand over the empty walls of each room. He said nothing. They exchanged no goodbyes. There were no words. There was the smell of mildew and of grief in the hotel room that night. There was the muted light. Robyn was stretched out on one of the queen-sized beds, reading tabloid headlines and outraged Reddit posts. Kody was perched at the small table in front of the window. He was still. He didn't move. At last, after an interminable silence, he whispered, You said forever. Robyn's voice was shaking. And it can be. No, Kody said softly. I don't think I believe in forever anymore. Meri sat beside the fireplace in her Utah bed and breakfast, watching as the fire flickered. Her phone buzzed. A Google alert appeared on her screen with a headline, Kody Brown, officially evicted. Sister Wives Patriarch heading toward bankruptcy. A small smile crept over her face, not out of spite, but relief at no longer carrying his weight around. Janelle, he's dead. The bank repossessed the house in Flagstaff. Christine, wait, are you pulling my leg? Janelle, Robyn's blaming everyone but herself. Christine, sure enough. Janelle, he asked me for help again. Christine, don't you touch. He fixed that bed. Let him sleep in it. Kody stepped out into the cold night air, his hands deep in coat pockets. He looked up toward the distant, icy star. He was no longer a husband, a leader, or a provider answer for the first time in years. He was simply a man who'd lost everything. Behind him, the vacancy sign of the motel hummed a faint red. He did not turn back. Inside, the air was stale and still, the curtains shut. Kody, wearing still the same flannel shirt and pants they had put on to go out of the house, sat cross-legged on the bedside. His face was pale and gaunt, his hair uncombed, his phone beside him dead, except for the occasional notification from debt collector. In the other room, Robyn sat over her laptop, mouthing the words while she sifted through TLC press releases. And then she saw it, hidden in a story in Variety. Her eyes widened. Kody and wife Robyn Brown will no longer be on future seasons of Sister Wives, the source stated. She slammed the laptop lid shut. They cut us, Robyn said in dismay. They're acting like we didn't exist. After everything we brought to that show, Kody was quiet. We're no longer bringing in the ratings, she continued. You think they'll air the eviction and bankruptcy at prime time? Kody, they spent 2 seasons displaying Meri sobbing in a driveway. Robyn, they owe us. Kody, no, Robyn, we owe them. All of them. Robyn sat in the dimly lit motel lobby, her earpiece lodged in her ear, a Bluetooth receiver that gave her lawyer's voice a hollow quality coming from the minuscule speaker. Lawyer, you can't sue a network for emotional abandonment. Robyn, that's not even a real legal term, but they promised us stability. They said we'd always be part of the storyline. This is going to destroy our kid. Lawyer, they're eliminating you altogether. If I were you, I'd be in damage control, not a lawsuit. Robyn pulled out the earpiece and buried her head in her hand. Kody visit. Meri. That night, Kody drove alone to Utah. He stopped in front of Lizzie's Heritage Inn, Meri's family bed and breakfast, restored to its former perfection. He looked at the warm, lit windows as though they represented a memory from the period when everything hadn't yet fallen apart. Wrapped in hoodie and leggings, Meri opened the door with a mug of tea in hand. Her eyebrows flew up the moment she spied him. You're not remaining here, Kody, Meri said to him. I don't want to fight. I just need a place to sleep. 1 or 2 nights, that's all. I need to clear my head. There's nothing for me anymore. Meri sipped serenely. That's not my concern anymore. I gave you so much, Kody said. No, Meri replied rigidly. You just kept taking. You just kept taking until there was nothing left for me. You chose Robyn over and over. She's your safe place now, not me. She shut the door slowly. Kody stood immobilized, shivering in the freezing air. Christine and Janelle's comeback. Meanwhile, Christine and Janelle were laboring in silence to craft something new, something better. Resilient Sisters, a new, empowering online brand built on lifestyle, empowerment, and truth bombs straight from behind the curtain. Janelle shot a raw video. To all those wondering if we're upset for Kody and Robyn, the answer is we're just disappointed. Disappointed that he never listened. Sad that he let Robyn shut him out from the rest of us. And even sadder that he forgot what true teamwork was like. Christine spoke remotely, speaking by video. Kody didn't just lose his home, she said. He lost his family. That wasn't something that we took from him. That loss was his to make. The video went viral within hours. It gathered thousands of comments. Christine and Janelle were always the real ones, fans commented. Robyn wore him down with manipulation. We required this redemption arc. In a twist in the plot, Robyn's eldest son, Dayton Brown, made a video and posted it on TikTok. The video was unstable, and his voice was shaking with emotion. I've been quiet out of respect, he began, but seeing my mom spiral and drag the rest of us down with her, I have to say something. He stopped before adding, in her game of chess with Kody, she used us, my siblings and me, like pawns. She counted on the show to keep the money flowing for big houses and luxury. Now, we're broke, sleeping on couches, and she's blaming everyone but herself. He closed with one final piercing comment. I loved Kody like he was my real dad, but I saw the truth. It was all fake. This wasn't about unity. It was always about control. The internet exploded. The next day, TLC issued this official statement. Kody and Robyn Brown's storyline has come to a close. The spotlight in future seasons will shift to Christine, Janelle, and the adult children. A new chapter centered on growth, resilience, and healing. Kody read the words in stunned silence. It was not rejection. It was erasure. Robyn was curled up on the motel bed, her eyes red and glassy. The children were already asleep in the adjacent room. Kody was over by the window, the red neon light from outside barely lighting up his face. "They've cut us out," he muttered. "Even Dayton turned against you." Robyn, numb. "I gave everything for this." Kody, taking a deep breath. "And now we've got nothing." He turned slowly to her. "Robyn, you destroyed this family, and I enabled you." Janelle and Christine strolled hand in hand with fans at the Resilient Sisters book signing event, a movement rising from the ashes. Meri smiled for the camera crew as she flipped the no vacancy sign at her charming Utah inn. Dayton, under the radar, enrolled in a local community college with a new identity after he had closed his TikTok account. Kody, alone at a bus station, boarded a bus with one duffel bag. He did not look back. Robyn, in the motel room, sat silently. "We were meant to be the chosen ones," she whispered to no one. And the story didn't end there. Sister Wives' Kody Brown reportedly singled out one individual as the reason for his family's long-standing money woes. Multiple wives, 18 kids to support, and various households kept them broke. Kody and Meri filed for bankruptcy in 2005. Christine did the same in 2010. Funds were always low, too many mouths to feed, too many bills to pay. Their move to Arizona in 2018 only exacerbated matters, especially with the $820,000 that went into the still-vacant Coyote Pass property. Family conflicts and arguments over money ground everything to a halt. Medical bills, failed businesses, massive mortgages, the pressures mounted. In Season 19 of Sister Wives, Kody pointed fingers at ex-wife Janelle, the family's former financial manager. Despite their TV income, financial pressure was a sure thing. Janelle accused Kody and Robyn of overspending on a $1.6 million house and luxury cars instead of family essentials. Kody often complained about needing to buy an entire fleet of cars for the kids. On top of that, lawyer fees for their pro-polygamy battle and exaggerated housing costs only made matters worse. Their efforts at businesses, they had a jewelry store among others, seldom panned out. In a recent interview on the Authentic Society podcast, Maddie, Kody and Janelle's daughter, spoke candidly about how lean things were when she was growing up. And during the latest Sister Wives Tell-All special, Kody once again laid the blame squarely at Janelle's feet for what he termed mismanagement of family funds. Before their breakup in 2022, after nearly 3 decades of marriage, Janelle used to manage the family books. Other sister wives said that Kody had the impression that Janelle was responsible for the money of the family alone, but Janelle has always insisted she was just doing the books. The Browns recently gained some fiscal respite after selling their Coyote Pass home. The Sun reported that they purchased the home in 2018 for $820,000 and sold it to a new buyer for $1.5 million. The money is to be shared between Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Meri. Christine will not have any. Ever since breaking up with the marriage in 2021, Christine relinquished her claims on Kody. Kody Brown's union with Meri, his first wife, has remained a staple of gossip since the debut of Sister Wives in 2010. Though they've been married since 1990, their union increasingly grew tense with time, and there was bad communication, as well as emotional distance. Even after divorcing Kody on season 18, Meri persisted in taking low-key jabs at her ex-husband. Obviously, some wounds are hard to heal. Meri recently shared a poignant Instagram post that summed up her emotions on relationships in an emotional video and powerful text message on clarity and self-esteem. Meri began, "I'm not looking for anyone to do anything for me, and I'm not searching for perfection. I simply want purpose from people who I'm with." She continued, "Tell me you appreciate me. I have so much to give, and I'll give it all when I feel truly valued." Reflecting on her new mindset, Meri inserted, "I have a beautiful life, one I built with intention." She then set some strong boundaries. "I'm not seeking someone to complete me, but someone who complements me. I won't chase, I won't force, and I definitely won't settle." Meri went on to share with us how the right relationship will feel, and when the correct one arrives, it will all be peaceful. Laughter instead of questioning, ease instead of bewilderment, profundity instead of playing games. Supporters flooded the comments. "Hey, I do believe in tradition, but you have to give back too. How are you planning on making him feel special otherwise?" One posted. "I love how much you've grown up to be who you are," another commented. A third chimed in. "It's a two-way street. You are amazing, Meri Brown. I adore this for you." Others were encouraging her to wait for the best, yelling out, "Watch out, Mr. Right!" and "Yes, Meri, you deserve the best after all that with Kody." Some fans told her she'd catch grief but stood by her stance. This is what makes a relationship strong, or at least gets it off on the right foot. Meri also dispelled a long-standing myth about how Kody and Robyn initially met, revealed in the Sister Wives Season 19 one-on-one special. Host Sukanya Krishnan asked her if she regretted introducing Kody to Robyn, and she emphatically replied, "I didn't introduce Robyn to Kody." Krishnan was surprised and asked, "You didn't?" "No," Meri reiterated. "I introduced them? There's this whole big Twitter thing going on, but I didn't introduce them." She clarified she didn't want the credit for causing the stormy relationship of Kody and Robyn. What to know about Janelle Brown and her life after Season 19. Married to Kody since 1990, Janelle became a part of the polygamous family that was featured on Sister Wives from 2010. They went through polygamy in reality television together with their children. Their relationship had a lot of ups and downs, which over the course of time drove them apart. They were married for decades before their marriage ended in 2021. Challenges in their relationship were clearly apparent during Sister Wives Season 19. Sadly, their son Garrison died in March 2024 at age 25. Garrison's untimely passing had a major impact on the relationship of Janelle and Kody, exposing underlying issues and emotional estrangement between the two. Janelle has subsequently openly accepted the newfound freedom she enjoys and has been focusing on healing and discovery. The new beginning is illustrated in her dating life as she processes grief, reclaims identity, and finds happiness independently. Janelle addressed rumors of her sexuality in June 2025, firmly stating, "I am a very sexual being, and I promise you, I am not asexual." She told that her decision to not marry again after breaking up with Kody in 2022 is not due to a lack of desire. Some believed she was asexual when she declined the traditional smooches with Kody during the Sister Wives one-on-one reunion, but she put those rumors to rest as nuts. She had an open conversation about the conflicted feeling of being sexual, but not attached. A 6-kid mom with Kody, Janelle stated that being single has ruined her hormones. Around April 2024, she purchased 156.44 acres in Chaco, North Carolina, for $289,000. There, along with her daughter Madison and son-in-law Caleb Brush, she co-founded Tata Farms, a flower farm that speaks volumes about her fondness for family values and nature. The name Tata Farms has its roots in the Latin word tada, which is a torch or pine wood that was used during rituals, symbolizing warmth and closeness. Janelle's green thumb and life's passion for gardening make Tata Farms the perfect career. The dreamer and planner, she envisions highways lined with flowers. Setbacks have dogged the farm due to delays on wetlands permits. In the meantime, while awaiting complete development approval, the team had to adapt plans and initiate smaller-scale cultivation in a backyard plot on Maddie and Caleb's property. Since breaking up with Kody, Janelle is building her ideal home on the edge of the farm, her own freestanding house. Her new house is a big step towards independence and self-expression, specifically designed without Victorian or purple accents. Even though she's let it be known she's not in any hurry to get married, Janelle hasn't completely written the idea off. "If the right guy comes along, that might change things," she said. For now, however, her priorities are simply to enjoy life on her own terms and to grow as a person. After the breakup, Janelle addressed rumors about her sexuality again, calling it so wild that people assumed she was asexual. "Just trust me, I'm not. I'm a very grounded mama and a very sexual creature," she said, jokingly adding, "I'm a Taurus after all." Since season 19 of Sister Wives, Janelle has made it plain she's not in a relationship, not getting married, and not seeking love. Through mid-2025, she appears content, living her freedom. In February 2025, during a sibling rivalry podcast interview, she shared her post-divorce mindset. "I love my single life," Janelle revealed, showing how much confidence and strength she gains from living on her own. While not closing the door on love, she asserted it's not on her agenda. Instead, she's focused on family, self-improvement, and drama-free, peaceful living. Very different from her polygamous upbringing. Even though they were separated, Kody has voiced hope of reuniting with Janelle. During interviews, he's claimed to still love her and wanting to restore their relationship. He admitted that their breakup was hurting and that their emotional distance is embarrassing, inferring that he hasn't really moved on. Kody revealed in Sister Wives season 19 that he feels as though he's constantly begging Janelle for more commitment, and every time she pulls back, it hurts her. He seems to struggle with her being independent and their relationship having been essentially changed. He also complained about her romantic freedom, feeling punished by her not reconciling. Kody appears torn, desiring connection yet also trying to reconcile with the reality that Janelle has moved on emotionally and is not seeking reunion with him. Janelle Brown was wedded to Kody Brown, the polygamous leader of Sister Wives, for 29 years. The reality show documented their polygamous life since the show's 2010 premiere through ups and downs throughout the years. Janelle, Kody's second wife, married him spiritually when he was already wed to Meri, before his later marriage to Christine and Robyn. There were 6 children born to Janelle and Kody. Sadly, their son Garrison passed away suddenly in March 2024 at the age of 25. A college graduate with a degree in accounting, Janelle was the primary breadwinner for the Brown family. She was an independent woman and free spirit who had previously been married to Meri's brother. Janelle and Kody had split up after over 30 years together in December of 2022. She revealed in 2025 a detox regimen, putting first her physical, mental, and spiritual health, relocating to North Carolina to be near her daughter, Madison. Janelle is nevertheless a tough woman who holds her children and grandchildren dear to her while adjusting to life post-polygamy. Leave your thoughts with us in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, everyone.